Good morning, CVS. Welcome to the program this morning. Once again, this is Bystanders at the Newsstand. We are here to get reviews and also analysis from our reviewers and those we are going to have a conversation with on the topical issues and the reports we have on the national dailies this morning. I am Christian Chukwu. I will say a big welcome to the program this morning. Welcome to the program this morning. Okay, let's go straight to what we have for today. Today is the 2nd of December 2022, and I want to say a happy birthday to one of my pastors and mentors, Pastor Arome Osayi. Today is your birthday. God bless you, Pastor Arome Osayi. God bless you for being a blessing to us all. Even if we are not strong, you give us words of encouragement. Okay, let's move on to what we have for this morning. Yes, I have the Nigerian Tribune this morning. The Nigerian Tribune. I have the New Telegraph this morning. Yes, the Nigerian Tribune and the New Telegraph. Let's start with the New Telegraph. We have fuel scarcity, 2 billion liters of petrol available now. That is from NNPCL. 2 billion liters of petrol available now. This is from the NNPCL. Sanusi Nigerian Airlines posted losses for 30 years. Nigerian Airlines posted losses for 30 years. NSA to governors, no hiding place for thugs obstructing opposition campaigns. NSA to governors, no hiding place for thugs obstructing opposition campaigns. Assures 2023 elections will hold. Assures that 2023 elections will hold. Wike to South governors, you asked minister to insult me with flyover comments. Wike to South governors, you asked minister to insult me with flyover comments. Salary arrears will be paid, Osodeke assures ASU members. Next action to be decided by NEC. Next action to be decided by the National Executive Council. Yes, the 2023 census fraught with corruption, nepotism. Sources says management spent 1.8 billion naira on stakeholders meeting as commissioners, chairman's aide, or sub staff functions. Yes, MPC is saying that the allegations are not true. Let's look at other reports. Governor stunting rural development by stealing council funds. Buhari. Governor stunting rural development by stealing council funds. That's Buhari. Nigeria not broke, not planning debt restructuring. Federal government releases for 2022 capital projects hits 1.7 trillion naira. Capital project for 2022 hits 1.7 trillion naira. Next to update finance bill with inputs from governors. Nigeria underperforming at world stage. Obasanjo says we can't blame God but ourselves. Nigeria underperforming at world stage. Obasanjo is saying that we can't blame God but ourselves. Padded 206 billion naira meant for military equipment. Humanitarian Affairs Minister padded 206 billion naira meant for military equipment. Humanitarian Affairs Minister, pardon minor mistake, permanent sec. Troops recovered stolen crude, others worth 471 million in 2 weeks. That's from Defense Headquarters. Yes, the Nigerian Tribune, the main headline this morning, Buhari blasts governors over theft of LG allocation. States received 5.03 trillion, $3.4 billion support under Buhari finance minister. We are coming for your thugs. NSA warns governors obstructing opposition campaign. Yes, we have Adamu's tweet. Nance plans nationwide protest against Aisha Buhari Monday. Nance plans nationwide protest against Aisha Buhari Monday. Your comments on presidential bridge peace accord that it tells Tinubu Shetima. Your comments on presidential bridge peace accord that it tells Tinubu Shetima. US used to consult Nigeria before taking decisions on Africa. That is from OBJ. In Osun State, uneasy calm in Ire as Obaship Tosu. Uneasy calm in Ire over Obaship Tosu. Security operatives whisk head of kingmakers away. Security operatives whisk head of kingmakers away. Yes, I have my Mr. Alajide. Good morning, Mr. Alajide.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yes, this morning we're talking about, let's start with the fuel crisis. How do you look at it?
Well,
NNPC say they have 2 billion liters of petrol available now. 2 billion liters of petrol available now.
if the NNPC is claiming they have 2 billion liters available, how come then we have the scarcity we are experiencing now across
Some
the nation?
road projects are not allowing the trucks bring them.
I was coming to that. I'm coming to that.
Okay.
I don't know because I'm not familiar now with the new names the NNPC have been broken into now. One of the GM, one of the new subsidiaries now. I'm not quite familiar with the names now. Came to the TV station or channels. I watched him. Said they were asking him, particularly in Lagos State, why was this fuel scarcity gridlock we experiencing? He said it was sort of the construction work going on Apapa-Oshire Expressway. He said, how come construction work going on Apapa-Oshire Expressway led to massive shortage of fuel supply in our filling station that caused so much gridlock? He said that was, he could say, well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not surprised that this is not the first time we are experiencing this. It's one of the bad administration of government we have. Otherwise, how could we, one of the highest oil producing nations of the world, experiencing finding ourselves in this condition? Well, I'm not even surprised anyway. We are not, refining our local. We are not refining for our local consumption. We are importing from abroad for our local consumption. So they could give us any excuses. If we are producing from local refineries, since they said ordinary construction work has caused a gridlock, they will give us another reasons too. Even if we are producing, so I will not accept it to good reason from them. They have not just any reason why you be expressing this. It's all emanated from bad leadership, bad governance. That's what brought about this fuel scarcity. And at top of it is the corruption at the highest level of governance. Otherwise, how could we have a government that superintend on oil production and everything, and yes, we are experiencing kind of hardship in terms of it's like you cook your cooking materials, cooking ingredients in your kitchen, your gas, everything to cook. Only you are suffering of good food or good meal. Then they ask you, why you not have food on your table to eat? He said it was one farmer in the bush. When you have food materials, everything in your kitchen to cook, every ingredient in your kitchen to cook, you are blaming farmer who has finished with agricultural produce, who has transported to the market. You are buying from the market. It's right in your food store, your home. You are not blaming the farmer. Find the bush. You can see that it is you. It is we, the government of this country has caused this nonsense.
Okay, Obasanjo says that Nigeria underperforming at world stage, that we can't blame God but ourselves.
Should Obasanjo have the guts to say anything? Who are the architects of the future of Nigeria? If you are naming one of the architects, the fundamental list of the modern day troubled, destroyed Nigeria. Obasanjo is number one now. It's one of them now. It's number one on the list. It's one of them. It's one of the earliest, foremost leaders we have. Abi, the first Igbo man who head of state. What's his name? Remember me?
The president.
The minister. Rosie. After Rosie came Gowon. After Gowon came Obasanjo, Murtala. Yes, Murtala left. Obasanjo took over for Murtala. So they are the fundamentalists of the architect of the current problem Nigeria is experiencing. So if there's anybody to be blamed, Obasanjo is number one to be put in the front and be blamed. And if there's any pronouncement or any judgment, any verdict, judgment needs to be pronounced on him, it should be set on him and pronounced on him.
Okay. Let's look at other reports this morning. We have Aisha Buhari announced to go on protest Monday over the detention
of Aminu.
Yeah, Adamu.
I'm in agreement with Nance.
Let's look at it again. Who is on the right and who's on the wrong?
Aisha Buhari is wrong. It's wrong. Completely wrong.
In what sense?
What Adamu said. Anyway, it's a tweet. It's a tweet. From what I followed in the news, it's a tweet. Number one, if you said they are free from federal government, from public funds, is Adamu wrong? Is Adamu wrong? The budget of this year, it was when they were analyzing it, there's a particular amount where it was stated that a particular number of billion, I couldn't remember exactly, meant for Aso Rock feeding of the presidency. Feeding. The title was feeding. So public fund for feeding the presidency, the presidency, the vice presidency. Is that Aisha Buhari personal money? It's not just money. It's taxpayers' money. So if Adamu says that you are feeding fast on public fund, public fund, Adamu is right. So the worst thing is that when the guy tweeted and replied, maybe you reply a tweet or maybe she replied, I don't know. You now use position of power to go and arrest guy. Secretly.
Some say she abused the position that she had.
Which position
she abused power by arresting.
Of course, yes. No, see, what happens is this. If she feels somehow that she's not feeling fat, she will only sue the man to court, not go and arrest him. If Aisha Buhari feels that what the guy said, they were not feeding from the public fund, they were not feeding from the public fund, all she has to do was to take the matter to court, file a suit against that guy, and they will serve the guy. The guy will get his own lawyer, go and appear in the court, which will be fair. But in this case, there's no fair process in this case. The process was not fair. You only exercise power of, you are the one in power. We are the one control the security, we are the one control everything. Went behind and arrested the guy and even underwent a secret trial. Do you know the worst of this? The guy will be writing his final exam starting from Monday. It's detention. Will Aisha Buhari allow his own son to be detained? Who will be writing a final year exam? Will Aisha Buhari allow his own son that was involved in a motorbike accident? Will he allow that to happen to him? That they use federal government to sponsor him immediately to abroad for treatment. So Aisha Buhari is not feeding fat on public fund. It's not doing that. Is there no budget specifically meant for feeding Aso Rock as was stated in this year's budget that was read, that we saw, that people criticize it? When people criticize that, when this paper, news media, showcase portion where a particular amount was set for feeding Aso Rock, feeding presidents, why were they not go and arrested? Okay. No, why were they not go and arrested?
Okay.
What, Abi?
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Laji, for your analysis this morning. I have Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
How is your day?
We thank the living God.
Yes, sir.
You want to do a Milokan, Abi? Chigoza want to do a Milokan.
Yes, Buhari blasts governors over terms of local government allocation. He says that, the reports that that was on Monday. He said that governors are stunting the growth of their states. So now he blasts the local government. He has now looked at the local government allocation. What do you think?
Is he blocking it or he blasts them?
He blasts them.
I think, in my own considered opinion, Mr. President is absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct because even personally, I've maintained this position for some time now. That all the local government, all the state governors are culpable when it comes to misappropriating local government funds. Because if you look at the way it's been managed, because they operate joint account with local governments, all the states, it's a creation of law anyway. At the end of every month, the state government, through the accountant general of the state, goes to Abuja to collect the allocation that comes to the state, that accrues to the state from federation accounts, and they collect it alongside what is due to the local government in the state. When they come back to the state, what the law says is that there's a particular percentage from your IGR, your internally generated revenue, you add to what is due to the local government before you give it to them. But when they come back from Abuja, they don't even give them what is due to them, let alone give it them, adding a particular percentage of their IGR. So I think Mr. President is absolutely correct.
Autonomy.
There is no local government autonomy. And even the other time, Mr. President wanted to address it when we were talking about local government financial autonomy, when he signed the executive of that term. In fact, that one is not even was not supposed to address local government autonomy. That one was supposed to address the high-handedness of governors with respect to the judiciary at the state level and the legislature. That if a particular month you refuse to release money that is budgeted to maybe your legislative arm at the state level and the judiciary at the state level, that the federal government reserve right to deduct from source the amount refused to remit to them before giving you the balance. But all the governors, without exception, whether APC, PDP, ABGA, they synergize against the federal government. And the federal government could not sustain and withstand the pressure. The federal government reneged.
Okay,
so when it comes to meddling into local government fund, all the state governors, without exception, they are culpable.
Adeleke in Osun State, I'm afraid that the tribunal might spring a surprise. INEC produces blood copies of Adeleke's WAEC and GC certificates.
From what I understand, INEC have been mandated to produce a file from where they extracted those copies. But even at the point, they were mandated to send screenshots. After examining the screenshot, they had costs to ask the INEC to produce a file. But again, I don't know what INEC want to verify. What I can understand is what the Constitution says, except otherwise there's a case of forgery. What the Constitution says is that once you have evidence of being educated up to secondary school level, you are eligible to contest. I think that was even the case of Mr. President when his certification was a subject of controversy. Yeah. And if you look at the nature of the case, it has to do with the form he submitted in 2018. Though this is a case in the tribunal, there's an extent to which you discuss it, it may amount to prejudice. Yeah. So there's an extent to which you discuss it. Let us allow the court, or rather the tribunal, to dispense justice, to dispense this case before we can comment on it.
Okay, Ahmed Dati replies in Tinubu Shetima, your comments on presidential bridge peace accord, that it tells Tinubu Shetima.
What was the comment of?
Comment on Labour Party when he went to Gwaramatu Kingdom, he said some things that.
Okay, when he talk about statistics and arithmetic that India cannot solve. You see, personally, my position is all the aspiring candidates should be statesman enough. Because for me, hate speech, blackmail, slander, libel have no place in our electoral process. And it will interest you to know that personally, I do not encourage the trajectory of the presidential candidate of APC. Because for me, I think I've followed him for some time. I've seen that
Are you into politics?
I do not need to be into politics. I will follow out the politics. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I've followed him for some time. I see that he derived pleasure in attacking individual, attacking party, instead of staying on the issue. I believe the way to go is to stay on the issue, speak to the issue. We have a situation where APC current government promised to leave 100 million Nigerians out of poverty within 10 years. As we speak, 133 million Nigerians are extra-dimensionally poor, according to National Bureau of Statistics. Then let the APC candidates speak to that issue. Which alternative policy do you have to reverse that trend? As we speak, oil theft is already a slogan of this government. The candidate of APC and any other party should speak to the issue. How do you hope to address it? As we speak, security is a big challenge. Farmers hardly go to farm in the north. APC candidate, Atiku Abubakar, PDP candidate, Peter Obi, Labour Party candidate, they should speak to the issue. How do they want to address it? So what I'm saying in essence is, all the myriad of challenges you have, they should speak to the issue. They should leave personal attack. They should not be attacking individual. Address the issue, the issues that are begging for solution, begging for answer. Address it. Since 1999, we have not been able to solve the puzzle of power supply. PDP wasted 16 years unable to solve it. Buhari came in with the promise to solve it. These 8 years, almost completed 8 years, he has not been able to solve it. So all the candidates, let us tell us, what is your blueprint on power? How do you hope to solve it? So that Nigeria can start enjoying sustainable power supply. Okay. Those are the things we want to hear. Okay. Not personal attack. Thank you for having me.
Thank you also, Mr. Odeze. Yes, sent 20,000 naira for the party, Mr. Odeze. Yes, thank you.
I think I will probably join you in thanking him and every other viewer who have reached out to reviewers on this end of year party. Once again, I say thank you very much. And every one of you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
To Christian and SM viewers. Yeah, compliment of the season.
Same to you. There's a protest coming on. NANS will protest, a nationwide protest against Aisha Buhari over alleged abuse of power.
Well, I think the National Association of Nigerian Students, by way of protest, has the right to protest, especially when they think feel that there is need for that, and especially when it involves one of them, and under such circumstances, I think the First Lady per se has no.
Yeah, someone says she has no right.
Has no busy. It's not busy. That's why she has enough time to
look into
to pay attention to all such negligible issues. These are things she, considering her caliber, her position, of course, she'll be able to overlook such and go on. She's not the first person that has been criticized, or per se, the person is expressing his opinion, what they think is his own opinion. So that shouldn't be considered as a label or deformation. What he said in a state where over 90 million, more than 90 millions of your supposed citizens are living below poverty line. And you are feeding robots. You keep on increasing your feeding allowance on daily basis, on every fiscal year, without bothering the problem, the of course, economic mishap ravaging the entire country. If you're feeding every year, you increase your feeding allowances and that of your, how many are you that should have such budgets running into billions? I remember when Jonathan increased his own to 1 billion, everywhere was agog. But now it's how many billion? By 2023, budget is both their flight, travel allowance and all that is more than 11 billion. And feeding allowance, just that, for just 2 families, the office of the president and the vice president. Isn't that enough? Who will eat that? Give me that money. If Finnegas will give me 1%, or ask the federal government to give me 1% of that. If you see me, you know, they'll say, me, I get body.
Okay. Yeah,
So I think it's not out of place for the person to have expressed his frustration about the situation in Nigeria. And she, of course, shouldn't have gone that extent.
That's abuse of power.
It's abuse of power, and it has brought more insult to her person, and her public reputation is at stake.
On the fuel scarcity, 2 billion liters of petrol now available, NNPCL.
I made them the drink them now. Call them on and share and they drink them. That is your Xmas gifts. So after, it is needless subjecting the masses to such cruel and unimaginable suffering and hardship. You see, why should that be in the first place? What stops them from even importing the so-called fraudulent crude oil? Just an extract of the products, over 26 constituents of crude. They would go out and take the crude outside and refine it, and only pay subsidy on fraudulent subsidy on just one of the constituents. They didn't disclose to us what happens to other more than 24 constituents of crude. Who is holding the money? You see, where is the money? You see, this country, I don't know if at all there will be, this country will be remedied at all, because the extent of damage, the extent of abuse of power. Jonathan's wife was the most abused first lady in the history of Nigeria. Person Jonathan. Did she hang anybody? So those within the corridor path should learn, of course, how to conduct and comport themselves, irrespective of the privileges they think they may have enjoyed.
Okay.
Because them themselves have done more damage than what Aminu Mohammed did. Because by your own, under your watch as the first ladies, many ladies were adopted, government college. You have not come to condemn that. As a first lady, you say you are a mother. You are a mother of a country. What makes you a mother? When you are not responsible, when you are irresponsible. You see, to the plight of the citizens, of the women, not just in generality of the masses. You see, people have been killed, mothers have been raped, killed in their farmlands. What a hell. And yet, you do not come to condemn that. It just shows, of course, the composition of people you call your leader.
Okay, your comments.
It's so unfortunate.
Your comments on presidential bridge peace accord that it tells Tinubu Shetima.
You see, when people has nothing to offer, they resort to bickering and blackmailing. This is not a time per se when you should have done that in the past. But in the eve of the election, you should be able to tender your manifesto and defend it. What you intend to do and how you intend to do it. Not just writing manifesto that you don't even know the content. That was drafted by Femi Adesina and the other interests. I can write a project for you. You pay me. That does not mean that you are acquainted with the content of such project. That is the same thing. He said 80 page. 80 page. Who go read 80 page? Can Tinubu go through the 80 page of the manifesto? He claims that is what his agenda for. Huh? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Tell Nigerians, not me. Tell them that the likes of Kunle, you see, what and the Christian, what you intend to do for them. They're telling me that it's an insult to mention the name of P2B. What does that mean? How is that? Even though he's a child, how does it become amount to an insult mentioning the name of a child? You can imagine the kind of rascality and unimaginable proud. Is a somebody who was made even when you become before 1999 or 1998. You were begging and kneeling to Afeni Ferres, consulting them to allow you to become the governor of Lagos State. It's now an insult for you to mention his name. In as much as I don't defend the P2B, they can go to hell. I don't care, because nobody, they have no intention, and of course the system cannot allow them to better the lot of the masses. The only way out is for the masses to rise against this system that have subjected them and continue subjecting them to unimaginable and cruel and of course an infringement to their fundamental rights. So the best thing is for the masses to rise and say, no, let there be revolution. Without revolution, you can't move forward. You see, that is the first principle of motion. A body remains in its state of inertia until it's acted upon by an external force.
Okay.
It's that force that will change the direction. Otherwise, Nigeria Balana Kuko, people must rise up. Otherwise, the other chi ahead of you has already engulfed you, and there is no other direction that you can channel yourself than you channel the energy towards revolution so that you can save humanity. Let there be a national conference or a referendum, better, should be conducted to know whether Kunle still believe in Nigeria or he will be on the path of sabotaging Oduduwa nation. Let them conduct a referendum. Let me know whether Chigozie Igbo truly stands with Biafrans, or can I take money and belongs to your one Nigeria? So there should be an openness to decide. You cannot force a people to be where they don't want to be, where their future is being threatened, where they have no hope, and of course will not contribute or have been sidelined either, because their relevance and their contribution is not recognized. This is a kind of country where anarchy and impunity reigns. But we must end it. The time is now.
Yeah, good morning.
Mr. Mukala, put the link so that you can click on that link so that you can be part of the program. I have Otumba. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Good morning, and good morning, viewers. Good morning for the support. At least tomorrow is the day for the get-together we're going to have, and we thank God for life, because you have been there from January. We thank God for you. We have been there from January to December. We thank God for you, and we have been here. No one is lost. We are all together again till the end of this year. Let's give that praises to God. Thank God for your life. Thank God for being there for us, and we will always appreciate you. And we are here to keep praying for us, for this country to get its bearing together. And we will do our needful to make things right. Yeah,
Okay,
good morning.
Are you going to react or respond to?
Yeah, I think it's one of the most sensible speech coming out from the Chigozes this morning. I've just seen that sense, the real sense in him today, with what he just, and I can say it, yeah, loud and clear. I can be in partnership with him if we want us to go that way, because election cannot take us anywhere. But we all put our dome in. We put our sentimental dome in. We put our, tribal dome in. Say, okay, my brother must be there. But are we realizing if my brother is there, are we realizing he's going to do nothing? He's going to achieve nothing, because there's nothing on the ground to work on. There's no, right fundamental constitution to work on, right? That is, I could hear him talking about referendum or, constitutional conference, right? Let us sit down, create time. Because I've been hearing it from some, thought, what's it called? Parties, that there may not be election, they may shift this election, in which I will be the happiest man if they dare do that. Why am I saying this? Christian, why am I saying this? The election we are going to run now is still going to be continuity. It's going to be continuity. Preparing for election, an election that does not have a strong roots, an election that they are going to conduct, and after the election, what are we going to start with again? We are going to start with same madness of governance, same, same norm we've been used for, and we've been used to. Now the president is coming out that the governors are the ones stealing. What is still part of the constitutional, act that they need to work on, so that all these governors will not be able to steal, and there will be
local government autonomy.
Yeah, there will be local government autonomy, and there will be a strong law that they will insert in that constitution, that if you steal only 1 naira of Nigerian Commonwealth money, right? These are the but now it's not working. The constitution is not working. It's only poor man they did the constitution for. The big man is above the constitution of Nigeria. That's just it, Christian. They know how to beat the law, but we need to get things together. They made the law, and we need to get things together. Ask for constitutional review, constitutional confirm, or referendum. We need that. Nigerian entity. And if not that, let everybody, go their way, different way. Let's go regional, the way it is. You can't continue on one madness. It keeps repeating same madness every year, every 4 years.
Okay, let's look at on the first scarcity, 2 billion liters of petrol are available now. That is NNPCL.
At times, when our leader talks, when these people in power, when these people in charge of power starters, when they talk, I will look at, are these people comedian, or they are just it's just a slip tongue, or what can I even call it? Because I don't count them as people that really, people that really consider what the masses are going through in this country. And I don't see them that people that are well informed, they are not on ground to see what is going on the street. You are saying you have how many liters of fuel in the storage, and there's still scarcity at the pump, filling petroleum. What are the reasons?
The road construction going on is not allowing these trucks bring in this.
The Lagos, what road construction are they doing in Lagos? Apapa to Dangote has done majority of the roads leading to Apapa Walk from what's it called? Yeah, Bagada to Island to what's it called? By 2 is it by 2? Yes, he's doing all those roads because he's doing it on the level of adopt a project, and you have a tax rebate. You have a tax relief, so it's not going to pay tax for years. And what I'm saying now is, for excuse that this man is giving, this NNPC, that guy should just stay calm and wait, stay away for now. Stop giving us, news, stop uttering out stories that will make us more sad and that will make us to even be more hungry in this country. You are saying because of the road construction. How many roads are they constructing in Lagos currently that they cannot ship, fuel from Apapa down to different filling station? Go to different filling station now. We know where the issue is burning, but where this thing is burning us. We know where the pain. We know where our pain is. The fuel now is 250 per liters, and the transport fare has increased. We are saying this because the madness we've been witnessing for almost 20 something years, it's been like that during the regime of General Obasanjo. He said they are going to turn around maintenance, turn around the refinery. They are turning it around. We are not seeing results. Yaradua came, no results. Jonathan came, no results.
This one is there. Baba Buhari is there now. No result. How are we going to start continue? You could see what I'm saying is the same governance, failure we have that is affecting the parastatals that operate under the government in power. So how long will we continue all this? How long? If they've done that refinery, if they fix it, and they intentionally they didn't want it fixed because that goodies will stop immediately. Yeah, seriously. Look at the fuel, toxic fuel. They said they imported 100 million. Nothing has been done.
Nobody has.
And you know what they did?
Prosecuted.
They picked them all around from each region. All those suppliers. I got the information about all the companies that supplied. Ohando was there. What's it called? Mobi was there. There was one woman that is in charge of Alakija. The woman is from the east too. They allocated one for him. What's it called? Ohando. You know, Wale Tinubu. The other ones, all of them. Aliu Dantata. What's it called? What's that called? That's African Petroleum. Is it not African Petroleum? They have one. They have one oil firm now. They adopted now. They bought. Not happy. Not happy. AP wasn't even involved. AP has been sold by $10 to one man. You know, so these guys were the ones that bought Texaco. They named it one name again. This family, I'm saying, they are Dantata family, are cousin to Dangote. So you could see how they are just using our sense, you know, maneuvering our life, you know, and we see here talking the election. We see here talking, you know, me, I'm ready. If you can spread the message that we don't need.
Want to start a revolution? I don't know that.
No. It's not. If it's going to be revolution, right? Let us enlighten them well before we kick on it, so that the youth will not be misled and say it's another answer or this. We want a revolution for a new bat of the nation, and which is going to be the constitution, a new review, you know, a new constitution entirely, or the one that you have. Let us look at one or two, you know, amendments you can do on them, and for the country to be better for all of us, not only for the people that want to go on the streets to be demanding for the, you know, constitutional review, not only for us, it's going to better the leaders too. Their job, it will make their job easier.
Lastly, let's look at Aisha Buhari and the Aminu. NANS plans a nationwide protest against Aisha Buhari on Monday.
You see, that Aminu, what is he received? The punishment he's receiving now, he deserves it. Isn't that same guy that that was Deborah. Supporting the boy, you know, the death of Deborah, the killers that was supporting the killers? That boy is even a mad guy. They ought to have been lynched him to death. But two wrongs don't make it right. You know, he's an Islamic fanatics, as it is. So I don't pity him. If they like, they should beat the hell out of him. I don't want to care.
No, let's look at it from the eyes of legality. What do you think? What the president's wife did, is it right?
What the president, you don't take law into your hand, right? The best thing will have been she does not have the right to take law into her hand, no matter who she is, right? But action brings reaction. That statement that boy made, that's why she's getting fat, she's been feasting, which is the norm. But there's a way she can present it, and I think it's even coming out from the mouth of, a saint Nigerian. You know what I mean by a saint Nigerian? That would have been better. But from this, the religious bigot, you know.
Okay, sorry. Lastly, in Osun State, you are from Osun. What is happening? INEC produces blood copies of Adeleke's YGC.
Is it blank or blocked? Blood. That's no.
You cannot see it.
You can't see. Yeah, you see.
Now, on the camp in Ire over Obaship also, security operatives weeks head of kingmakers away.
In Ire over, yeah. You see, let me start with Adeleke issues. What they are challenging Adeleke for was that it did not have primary school certificates. You know, and SCA, what's it called? The secondary school certificates. And there was a time they had him responsible for presenting a fake certificate. But he went back to US to amend all I think he enrolled in one school there and he graduated. You know, he got his WAEC done because he did not have the full requirements for him to be, you know, to even proceed to. So he has to get that done. He went to US and he got it done. But I don't now know whether the one he he did over there, whether in Ofege or not, but he has a lot of garbage that he needs to clear on his education.
Because I'm afraid
level.
it might go the other way.
That is why the APC too, they are happy. Say if they can't catch him on every other case, this one will be the whipping case. The whipping case for him, that they can easily hold him. And then about the harborship, you see, Osun now as it is, Osun need deliverance. I have to tell you, I could read over that they said Tola said he left
14 billion.
90-something billion debts.
Yes.
Tola left, but Osun is indebted to the tune of 976 billion naira. How come? What did they use the money for? If they have invested 76 billion naira into Osun economy, Osun will have turned to Dubai. Will have turned to our Dubai here. So you could see all these people, and they know that state is it's just a civil servant state. So why are they, two of them, the Oyetola himself should be quizzed. That man should be quizzed. I want EFCC to go after him and probe him. Okay. How come you left 76 billion naira? We've not seen any project. Did you build any? Did you build any Alice Wonderland? Did you build any? You build any? What's it called? Tilapa? What's it called in Osun? Or did you build any Takwa Bay? Resort in Osun? We've not seen any project that worth that 76 billion naira that say left. So that's why I say all our leaders, we need to be having brain check on them. Okay. Because it's not all of them that are well. And all of us, and Christian, I want you to be telling every one of us, we should all be traveling home and monitor our governors. You could see what the president is telling us, that the governors are the ones stealing our money. I used to say, let everybody go, and at least the activism we are doing there, let's take it back home once in a while. What is going on in my state? Let me see. Because no matter how, we're still going to fall back to, to where we come from. Okay. At the age, when the age is.
I have Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chukwu. A very wonderful morning to you and to the viewers. Good morning to them, and then those that have been supporting this platform. Kudos to you, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Keep watching Flip TV and keep supporting Flip TV.
Let's look at Aisha Buhari. The guy is in prison. Nance is going on strike. What's the effect of that?
I disagree with what Mr. Kole just said now on the stance on this young man. Young man in person is just being rumored to be. There's a rumor that he was in support of those that killed Deborah. He was not the one. When things like this happen, people tend to just bring up different old stories. People bring different. People just bring a new write-up, which is just to cause traffic, so that people could just pay attention. Now, even if the guy was involved in that, now that should not be the reason why Aisha Buhari need to kidnap the boy. Aisha kidnapped this young man, kidnapped him, supervised this young man torture inside the villa. This young man was kidnapped and then she took the boy to the villa. She supervised this boy being tortured inside the villa. It was when people got to know, before she obviously invited police to take him to their custody. It doesn't make sense. Now, what did this young man say? What has he said? He said she is feeding facts on taxpayers' money. Is that the reason why you need to kidnap the young man? Even if
the court has not established that she kidnapped.
Even if you felt the young man shouldn't, even if she felt insulted, you should charge the boy to court. Charge the boy to court. She's not using ultra-virus power because now nobody can question her because she's the wife of the president. Because she's the wife of the president, which is supposed to be so. In a country there's rule of law. How many times did they insult President Jonathan? People insulted President Jonathan. People insulted the then president, Jonathan. What? Nobody, no single soul. Nobody was arrested because you are the wife of the president. You feel you have every power to yourself to do whatever you want to do. Now the question is Aisha Buhari not feeding fat on taxpayers' money? No, let her come and arrest me. Is she not? Compare Aisha Buhari in 2015 and now. Compare her. That was what I was telling my parents. This woman done the fat. You see, every of her cheek is now robust. She has no constitutional rights. She has no constitutional right to kidnap this young man because I see that as kidnap.
Can she be prosecuted?
She should, yes. Yes. No, the wife of president is not an elected office. Is a ceremonial office. It's a ceremonial office. Nobody voted for her. People voted for Buhari. Nigerians voted for Buhari. So our office is just a ceremonial office. If the president of the Senate could be prosecuted, who is Aisha Buhari? The president of the Senate, which is being voted for. Saraki was in the dock. So Aisha Buhari should. It is now time we need human rights activists.
But now they are going on strike.
Now, if possible, let human rights activists also join them so that they should shut down every entrance leading to the world. Also wrong, because so that what she did is wrong.
Let's consider police brutality.
Let's what?
Consider police brutality in our protests.
Because it's true. Because now you don't just arrange some policemen, convey this young man to the what? To the villa, and then beat him up mercilessly. It was when people speak out. It was when you now obviously arrange the SS or police to take him to custody. Why haven't you taken him to custody earlier on? What she did is bad. Is she not feeding facts on taxpayers' money? Is she not feeding facts on the average Nigerian money? Nigerians are suffering. Aisha Buhari and co. They are feeding facts. Now she's speaking offense. She declares. No, let her come and arrest me. No, who's wife of president? Wife of the president? Wife of the president that is being tyrant. She's a tyrant. That's a very callous and what? An inhuman act. That's a very callous and inhuman act.
Let's look at another report. Your comments on presidential is breaching the peace accord. That it tells Tinubu and Shetima.
So I don't want to say anything about it because in Nigeria there has never been a time we have issue-based campaign. Aspirants will always attack themselves. Aspirants will surely attack themselves. Aspirants would always attack themselves. So there's never been a time.
There's a peace accord.
There's a peace accord.
The brand, you don't cross brand.
See, the peace accord in Nigeria sleeping states that there should not be it's foul languages. But see, in Nigeria, my brother, there's no way politicians will go on campaign without abusing each other. It's not possible. So that one to me, I think should not be a subject matter because politicians would always insult themselves.
Okay, for us, the NNPC alleged fear says 2 billion liters of PMS in stock.
Where is the fear?
Like in a few days.
In a few days. Let's see. I don't believe in when NNPC comes and tell us in a few days we will do that. In a few days we'll see this. Seeing is believing. Let Nigerians see it first. Let Nigerians see it first. Let Nigerians see it first.
I hope the price is not going to be the same because we have 300 naira per liter.
No. NSPC has said there's no price increment. There's no price increment. I think that's because of the rush, but I know. Let's see, be hopeful. Let's see, be hopeful that we'll see. There will not be price increment. But see, my fear is let fuel be available for this festive period. That is our fear. So that people will not. So that there will not be panic buying. so that people can what easily access this thing.
Okay, lastly, let's look at Osun State. What do you think, Osun State?
Now what?
Adeleke certificate is causing problems in that state.
What was some certificate?
Yeah, INEC produced blood copies of Adeleke's WAEC and GC certificates.
Adeleke said he submitted his result, his 5 results, and which is in custody of INEC. So INEC should produce it now. Adeleke, I think in 2018 he had no results. He went back and searched for GC. Either GCE or WAEC. He went and applied for that.
He comes from a rich family. How come that he would go back? I don't know. That's
maybe because for the fact he hails from a rich family does not mean he should have WAEC. I happen to see prominent men, son of rich men, who refuse to go to school. Their father might want to enroll him into school, but see, he might refuse on his own. He might say he doesn't want to go to school. So now he has seen his mistake and he has gone back to school. So now he said his result is with INEC. So let INEC produce it. So if INEC feel the results is no longer with them, let them approach and Adeleke. It's simple. Adeleke, give us your results and then let us submit it to INEC. I don't think this should always cause rancor. Because when Adeleke graduated from this school in US, University of Massachusetts, there is no way you would apply for undergraduate studies abroad that will not present your work result. It's not possible, huh?
Yeah.
It's not possible. And now look at what
is
saying. Nigeria knows all this. No, we need all this. That on this, what is right. But why has it delayed? Now that he's leaving office, he's now relieving. Buhari is now revealing all this. Why has Buhari not stopped governors? Why has Buhari not challenged them earlier since?
Like what Mr. Matthew said, the last time he tried to manage the situation, the governors fought him and he could not hold it.
Okay. That means even the governors are also saboteurs in the system. It is not every time we keep abusing the president again. Now, there was an instance. Buhari said now, if 100 million is to go to a local government account, that the governor of the state will remove 15 million and give the 15 million to the local government chairman. And later on, one man will say the president, he did not exclude any governor. All the governors, they are same thing. Even the wicked I said is wicked that is claiming as integrity. He's part of it. Even the wicked too. But these people, they are set of same feathers. Sorry, they are best of same feathers. Nobody is what a student from the presidency to even the local government chairman. That money too is willing. The money that comes to his pocket, he wants to siphon it too. Even the 50 million that comes to the local government chairman, he has plan to siphon the money.
Okay.
Go to most local governments. No, my brother, there's no project happening. If I call it the worst. You know, I told you, I can pay for our present local government chairman, Usman. I can pay for him. This is a man I know very well. This is a man I know very well. He knows me, I know him. So Usman, let Usman come and tell people of Fakodaye what he has done. Usman.
Do you have immunity?
Hey, my brother, see, Usman cannot arrest me.
Okay.
There will be a protest.
Okay.
I dare him to arrest me.
Please.
No.
Call me also. Let me be part of it.
I dare
like
the president. If I got the local government chairman, Usman, he should let him come and arrest me. He knows me, I knows him. A man that before time, Usman now owns a real estate company now. Before time, he has a real estate company. Now that how many years in office, he now owns a real estate. Before time, Usman was living in this Fagba. But now that he's not the local government chairman, he's not staying here. In Lekki. He lives in Lekki now. So there's nothing about happening in that council that me, David, I don't know. Let it go and ask me.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. David. I have Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix, good morning.
Morning. I want to contradict what Mr. David.
He wants to contradict.
I want to contradict what Mr. David is saying. Development has started coming to Ifako Ijaye. Hold on. You know,
Hear the question.
you understand? I want to begin to explain to him. Before, in 1999 to 20, hold on now.
No, you respond.
I can be for Usman. I work with
Hold on
Usman
now,
team.
my brother, hold on.
So there's nothing. See,
My brother, I live in Ifako Ijaye. I am an opposition part. I'm an opposition person to Ifako Ijaye. You understand? There is a street in Inubimi. There's a street in Inubimi. They tied it down to Rimolade.
Is it Ifako that did it or?
No, hold on. See, without the input of the chairman of Ifako Ijaye, there is nothing they can do. The governor of the day said, submit every year. Listen, every year the governor of the state will say, submit road from each local government. Ifako Ijaye have been always submitting road from those at Obawole. Go and check most of those places. Most of those places are being developed. You understand? Now, hold on now.
Just roads.
Hold on, they are doing some other info. I'm campaigning for APC. Rather, what I'm telling you,
mention something.
one road.
Okay.
They have done pour water to the people. You understand? There is one in Kayode. There is one in Nuobimi. There are several ones they are doing. There are ones, you understand? There are ones PDP has also done again. They have done one in Ogunbore. They have done one in Ijaye-Tedo. Development is gradually coming to Ifako Ijaye. Let us not use sentiment to kill what is the problem in Ifako Ijaye. Right from that Ifako Ijaye, there was no development, there was sentiment. They were bringing people from different.
Let me respond 1 minute. You are still on.
8 minutes. Mr. Kuzetuku, I will take you to Ifako school. This school is what? Opposite beside the council. That school, there's no chair there. Last month, is there where that Usman bought all the councilors' cars? Lexus. Is there where? Ifako Ijaye local government, no. Is there where? Now, this man has.
They did roads.
Which? See,
And pipe bomb water.
Mr. Kusen, I have been living in that Ifako for 30 years now. I was born in that Ifako Ijaye. I did grow. I did go secondary school. So no streets where you want to for that Ifako Ijaye. I want to start grammar school. I want to go there. Usman knows me. The chairman don't know him. Chairman knows me very well.
You should get what I am saying. Listen, you should get what I am saying. Hold on. Development is gradually coming. Hold on, Mr. David. Oh, no.
No man.
Mr. David.
To come back there.
Mr. David, listen. When we see the truth, we say the truth. Hold on now. Ifako Ijaye do not have a secretariat before. That secretariat was abandoned for a very long time. When they said this man, Apostle, what do they call this? Okay. That they said he embezzled money, they suspended him. Since that time, development started coming into Ifako Ijaye. You understand? That secretariat was abandoned for a very long time. You understand? When Usman came as an interim, there was a rapid development that came in. If you check that secretariat of Ifako Ijaye, you understand? There are a lot of development coming, but the development is not fast compared to other local government. Ilagege local government.
There are questions that have been asked.
Which development?
Most people live in Ifako local government.
I live in Ifako Ijaye local government.
Let me ask him. Hold on. Have he challenged his local government chairman? Has he challenged his local government chairman? No. Listen. Hold on. Have you challenged his local government chairman? What are the things they are doing? What does it? What you know what I'm saying? You understand? We should not blame. Listen, that's why what I'm saying is that these are what we are saying that.
Okay, let's move on to Aisha Buhari. Nationwide protest on Monday over her detention, the arrest, and also sending to prison of that young man.
Well, I will say this. Well, at times, when you go on social media to abuse who you are not supposed to.
What the boy did, was it abuse?
He went against the criminal. He went against the law.
What did the law say?
Huh?
What law? What law?
Hold on now. Don't say am I a judge. He went against the law.
What law?
The criminal something. This new criminal this thing that was passed.
What does it say?
This law says that when you want to convince somebody or you talk something against somebody, you should have substantial evidence. You are saying that.
What did the boy say?
Hold on now. The boy said that Aisha Buhari is living fat on the taxpayers' money.
I have one question for you.
What's the question, sir?
The budget they just brought out now. We have money for presidential feeding.
Presidential feeding.
Does that not include Aisha Buhari?
Listen, what did Mr. President say?
Number two.
Hold on. What did Mr. President say? He said it's Aisha Buhari that it belongs to his kitchen.
So now let's juxtapose that statement the boy said. Public office money, is it not what our leaders use?
That the person that is supposed to accuse is not Aisha Buhari. You understand? It's not Aisha Buhari. The person that is supposed to.
Okay, let's say he said something that was wrong. What's the normal process? If somebody does say something against you, what's the normal process?
Well, there are two different kind of people in Nigeria. It's either you belong to the. Hold on now, bros. Hold on. No. Don't. You are getting it wrong. We have two set of people. We have two set of people in Nigeria. If you don't belong to the high class, you belong to the masses.
That means
you understand?
You're not standing one place. You are going here. Yeah.
No. Get what I am saying. The same yesterday, was it not last month, when they accused the EFCC chairman, they said it should go contempt of court. Did he obey it? Did he obey it?
What Aisha Buhari did, is it wrong?
That is the reason. Hold on. That's the reason that the thing has gone to the court. The court has.
Is it wrong to you?
Me as a person, if I have to look at it from a moral ground, it is wrong. But from the angle of the judiciary, they are going to undo it. The case, you understand? They said there's going to be protest on Monday. Let us see how they are going to turn it around.
Okay, I want Mr. Matthew to respond to that. Then I'll ask the last question. And that Aisha Buhari still stay around.
I think for me, if what Mr. Felix said at Benicio is what the boy said, the boy would have been right. Because he's saying that the boy said that Aisha Buhari have been feeding on taxpayers' money. And that is a statement of fact.
Feeding fact.
Because, I say it's a statement of fact. Because when I check budget of Nigeria since 2016 to date, the least you see as money being budgeted for Asu Rock in terms of feeding is in the neighborhood of 2.something billion every fiscal year from 2016 to date. So it is right for someone to say everybody in Asu Rock have been feeding on taxpayers' money. But I think what the boy said that looks questionable is that the woman is feeding on the money, poor people's money. But even at that, I think what behoved on the woman to do, because as we speak, there's an allegation that when the boy was arrested, that the boy was taken straight to Asu Rock for torture. So if for any reason you needed to arrest anybody for either slander, libel, or whatever, you needed to take that person to court and let the court do its judgment. But what we are hearing now is that Asu Rock Asu Rock have not reported it, that the boy was taken to Asu Rock to be tortured and subsequently handed over to police. And if not for the outcry, possibly the boy wouldn't have been arraigned up to now. So personally, I condemn in its totality if the boy was tortured in Asu Rock.
Okay, thank you very much. 1 minute, respond to that. Or let's go to another topic.
Let's go to another topic because from what Mr. Matthew is saying today, we are not on the same page.
Okay, fuel scarcity, 2 billion liters of petrol available now. NNPCL.
They should stop telling lies, Joe. They should stop telling lies.
Are you working in NNPC?
They should stop telling lies, my brother. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was on this platform. Who is the Minister of Petroleum? Why has the Minister of Petroleum not come to address Nigerian citizens?
It's me. It's not worry. Nigerian Minister of Petroleum.
Listen, we are tired of journalists trying to paint issues. People from NNPC trying to paint issues. Now, what I expected for them to do is that to send out these people out to go and check, to go and monitor. Listen, this thing is affecting the citizen. I went to Benin. You know how much from here to Benin? I used to enter 5,000. I entered it with 7,000, 8,000 naira coming back, and you are telling me there's no price casting. There's no filling station. The official price that the government is selling is 169. But if you go to filling station, they are selling for 250, 290, 270. And you are telling me that there's not going to be official this. Let me tell you the truth. If anything needs to happen, they should address this issue.
Okay, thank you very much. I have Mazira for good morning, Mazira. Mazira, I don't know whether you are going to respond to that thing, the Minister of Petroleum. 2 billion liters. Are you afraid of
in circulation or what?
Yes, we have 2 billion liters of petrol available now.
Available 2 billion liters. If 2 billion liters of petroleum is available, why is there, these queues all over the fuel stations? Since last week, it is thickening up by the day. I mean the queue.
Now it's 310 naira, 250.
Anyway, Christian, I will hint on that. I will hint on what Aisha did to that boy, and I want to hint on the boy's many wrongs. We are trying to criticize Aisha. There are many wrongs that boy did. The boy is a tweeter. He tweets, and he tweets into trouble. This guy, if you know what he tweeted against obedient rallies. Listen, yes, everybody has right to campaign in any state of the federation, whether an opposition party state. It is a right of every of the candidates to go. And even if you ask me, if you're in PDP, you come to campaign in my state and I'm APC, I will give you adequate security, maximum security to secure you. Because that is what democracy is all about. It's not about fighting each other. I didn't understand. So these two issues now, I want to tell you. The boy who tweeted about Aisha's feeding on public fund, that aspect of it, he has spoken the truth. There's no two ways about it. Truth should always be truth, only that it is bitter to some persons that are culpable of a particular offense. Aisha is feeding on people's blood. Ask me why. Do you know how many people that lost their life in this excruciating economic situation? Do you know how many people that hang themselves at their papa axis? Last 2 weeks ago, I think, somebody descended from taxi Uber. The taxi man, if you ask me, is an idiot. Somebody, if I'm an Uber person, you stop at the center, middle of Babangida Boulevard. That is Third Mainland Bridge. I must be very apprehensive something is going to happen. The Uber driver allowed this woman, the woman dived. He dived into Lagoon. Last year was, I think, Leko, or early this year, if not early this year. No, late last year. Leko dived. The other guys, how many of them? Thank you. So, let me tell you, what brings about this is that Aisha's critics, the people criticizing Aisha Buhari, they are right. Aisha Buhari, it should be the mother of all, if you ask me. When a king is on the throne, it is the queen that is guarded as the mother. Aisha is our Eve. Aisha should live by example. Aisha should not be feeding on our head. I'm trying to exonerate the boy on that side. Aisha is wrong. Taking the boy to Aso Rock and punish that boy is another international shame on this country called Zoological Republic. Zoo can never do the right thing. Zoo is where animals are kept. Nigeria is a zoo. We all are the animals. I'm not ashamed of that. Because the way they are treating us here, we are like animals. See,
Aisha is feeding on our head. Somebody came out and said the truth. They punish him. And as I'm talking to you now, that boy is in jail. Suleja prison. Suleja prison. The whole Nigerians are watching. Are you listening to me? On that boy's side, though, listen and listen good. This boy tweeted against
Corruption, nepotism.
the killing of Samuel, the brother Samuel, the innocent girl that was sometimes ago, maybe 4 months ago or 5 months ago, set ablaze in Sokoto because of what? He thanked Jesus Christ that he passed his exam. On the platform, they cheered together with fellow students. They rushed this girl, they killed her, they set her ablaze. The so-called blogger that insulted Aisha Buhari was in support of killing of the brother Samuel. You know what the boy said? When many people came out to protest, students, youths, old, they draw the picture of the girl on their t-shirts. If you want to show us, you see party. You leave it there for the world to see, for God to see, for the soul of that girl to see, for Nigerians to see that you can be our president. For your wife, what does your wife? You marry in Dubai, in UK. Does your wife to see that you are really a husband? You shouldn't have raised what you tweeted. Are you listening to me? So, listen, let me tell you, on fuel nobody is minister of petroleum in Nigeria. For 8 years after the exam, nobody is managing that establishment. Buhari is the sole manager. Buhari is the sole manager of NNPC, Ministry of Petroleum. Only Buhari.
MDCU.
Everything. Buhari manages Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. NNPC. See, let me tell you. Buhari manages it. He did. Did he read petrochemical? Did he go to university? What does he know about petrochemical?
He's a commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief.
Commander-in-chief of the armed forces is commanding what? Commanding you. So commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Alex, he said, police not come again. He said, because Buhari is commander-in-chief of the armed forces, is now the minister of petroleum ministry, is in charge. Commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
is the minister of petroleum.
And what experience of what we are talking about here, petrochemical, petroleum, to handle that position. That is how an appointment. See, Buhari, instead of appointing somebody from the south, east, west, or even in the north, to handle that position, so that everything will be in order. Buhari carried the portfolio, put on his head, carry 3 portfolio, give Fachola 3 portfolio. Fachola grow clear hair under
They don't reduce them to
too much load. What is the Nigerian president? assigned to that very particular local people goes into the state governors through accusation from the federal against the state governors. It's not allowed. Governors are the one causing poverty in federal states. Federal government is the one causing poverty across Nigeria. You eat as a president. Then the governor of that is will come. When a mother goat is what masticating what grasses, you know what happens? The kid, the small kid will be watching the mouth of the mama. The federal government itself are more corrupt than state governors. The state governors are the kind of corrupt governors bred from federal level. They are the ones breeding all those governors. So I don't see the reason why they can even just tell governors, you are the one causing poverty in Lagos State, in Osun State, in Imo State, in Kano. The only man from the land. Federal government of Nigeria is the one causing the trouble we are passing through now. So both.
Yes, we don't have much time. You have to come down here. How many hours do you have? 5 minutes. You have only 5 minutes. How do we share 5 minutes? 2 minutes. Allow you to talk. Now 4 minutes to me like this. Now 4 minutes to me like this. Now 4 minutes. 4 minutes now. Leave them, make them. 2 minutes. How do we share?
No, you should not come there and tell them, bro, I'm this, you know. You understand? 2 minutes.
We have the base of the idea. 2 million liters of petrol are fully preserved.
That one is a lie. I don't want to, as you said 2 minutes, I don't want to take time. That one is a lie. That 2 billion worth of lies. Last time they told us that because of the rain and the fraud that made no for nothing. Now they're telling you have 2 billion. If you have 2 billion, why are we suffering? That was totally lie. Aisha Buhari, a mother of the nation, and you are doing this to me. It's not my mother. And you call yourself a mother of the nation, and you pretend you come out, hey. Now you are not locking your children. Is it good? Is it good? When second trial, and you slap people, beat people, and sympathy, we have the freedom of speech. Oh my goodness. And Nigerians, my question I'm asking, we're supposed to be protesting now.
Next Monday, now.
We supposed, yes. Now, we are doing, this is our protest already. We are doing our protest every day. But why? You can see, say, monster, it's only monster that can be better. Because somebody speak the truth. Because he said, you, after all, we are saying it every day. It's inside our money. Does it pass like that before? I want to ask you, does Buhari refresh like that before? Unless he's telling us that's not Buhari. I mean, but Buhari refresh like that before? Buhari look fresh than those who are even walking around. So, Aisha Buhari, what we are doing is very wrong. That was released now. Us, on Monday, everybody will protest. That's it. Other thing again,
Let's look at why blast governors over self-government.
is it when the remain 3 months for him to go that is doing that?
Don't mind them.
It should mention name. If forget Magu case under his watch. How many billion accountant general under his watch? Has he accused the ministers? There are some ministers who are collecting billion. They never do anything. No road. Science minister, education, EGJ. Amechi, the only I refer to railway. How many people use the railway now? This Christmas time now. Minister first, aviation minister. How many players has he been able to deliver? The ministers are corrupt. The governors are corrupt. Local governments are corrupt. Including the head. When the head is rotting, the down too will not work. Why does he check himself? That is it. Thank you very much. No, people want to know what is happening. If the food has come down, or the minister of yes, you know, I'm the minister of the after people who are abroad in Nigeria. Please, we have still a man is away, expensive. Rice, if you go more. I pity many Nigerians. I don't see this Christmas. They will be able to eat rice.
neighbor. Why every time Christian want to do something to celebrate Jesus Christ, we always have crisis? We should ask the Christian leaders. Christian leaders, Adeboye, Oyedepo, MFM, where are you? Why every time Christian want to do something, that time we have inflation, no fuel, everything, something is wrong somewhere. We should ask them. Thank you very much. Again, our party, please, I'm opportunity to invite Donald Trump. I'm inviting, I don't need Putin, Russian president. I don't need Buhari. We have a party. Our Nigeria, under Flip TV. Our point have a party. I need Donald Trump. I need Dubai. I need King from United Kingdom. I need those who is here. I don't need people come and tell me about Copa and this is. Please, Buhari stay after all. Donald Trump come to Nigeria. We have a party. I will prefer to hear Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But that's what Donald Trump do. I like him. How do good president let him come? Thank you. I don't need money. I don't need money. Time down. Few minutes because we spend more than 7 minutes. We have not spent on this and every day. We don't need it. We have so utilize the 20 seconds
in Jesus' name.
Time done is already.
Aisha Buhari, what she's acting now is the manifestation of what is the type of human being she is. Can he tell me that boy, if that boy is his son, his biological son, will he go and arrest him? Have not his own children one day or the other rebel against her? Governments have locked them up. This will show you the type of people that are living in Nigeria. Both men and women, all of them are helpless. All of them are helpless. What did that boy say? Is it false? Did that boy not say truth? Is Aisha Buhari not living fine? Is Osun not living properly? After all, Aisha Buhari should be happy that people are denying her. Telling her that she's living fine now. She's living good now. That does not enjoy that boy. May God have mercy on Aisha Buhari.
Okay, let's look at 2 billion liters available. 2 billion liters of petrol.
Available.
Yes.
Is it
Now,
available now?
yes.
Is it from the drilling borehole of oil in Nigeria or in the air? The 2 billion are available. We don't need to get the whole world. 2 billion liters are available now. In a country where we produce oil. If we have our refinery, we suppose to be exporting finishing products of crude oil. Not to import it. It's not a show. Like what my colleague said, anytime Christian wants to do something, watch it every December. There must only be first scarcity. That time Christians are celebrating. That time Christians are traveling to go home. They will make things to be problem unto us. Now look at this fall now. It will linger after election. They want to use it as a strategy, as a system to stop listeners that want to go home to go home. Or want to go to Christmas. It's a brand adventure. Okay, look at now. As of yesterday, I asked one of my friends, that is one of my friends that is running KK. He told me that the private sector, some police stations are selling 300 naira for a liter. And the other filling stations are selling 170. He told me that Mobi filling station is selling 170 for a liter, 170 naira per liter. The other minor filling stations that are not popular are selling 300 per liter. Some are selling 310. How many years did it take Nigerian leaders to build the refinery abroad? One of Nigerian leaders have refinery in Sao Tome, one have refinery in Senegal. How many years did it took them to build that refinery? But yeah, we are suffering.
Okay. Let's look at Ahmed Dati says that your comments are unpresidential. breach of peace accord. That it tells Tinubu Shetima. Comment on the article and also
P2B. Yes, Shetima is supposed to call to correction. If he say Igbo man or ordinary man as saying that is Shetima is saying, they come and arrest him and say he's trying to cause havoc in Nigeria. He's trying to hate speech. Is this one not hate speech? Because he's a big man and more of a Fulani man. Nothing can happen to him.
Nothing can happen to him.
Nothing can happen to him. If he like, he can take a word from his mouth, take his tongue, cut people's head off. Nothing will happen to him. It's a politics. Yeah, I am Mr. President Okoken, the Second Republic of Biafra. Lead my mass in them, they can see happy of Biafra. Ongo Biafra, on our Hawanona, on Yandru Baburu, the Chen Den Chen Benile, Messiano, Bosinta, Kachon, no Resi, Simon Ekpa, and Otto Pilot Group. I thank every one of you. In the name of our Lord Jesus, keep on what you are doing, the good job you are doing. God will save us, we Biafrans. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, let's have Oluwa. Oluwa, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
What is happening?
How are you doing now? You see what is happening? Nigeria, I've seen what is happening, so we are moving forward because there's a time for. Yes. No, if you know reality, more exposure of themselves, more everybody seeing what is going to happen. The reality, because can you see what is happening now? December time now, everybody is running hashtag scatter. And you are coming with the same language as say you want to be a president, you want to be a governmental house on the same level of the same party. So that time is more than fucking gone. That's why I'm telling you that we are moving forward. That moving forward is a prophetic language I'm trying to let you know. You understand? Somebody is doing bad and he's trying to print himself good. So you are not telling him that he's doing bad. He's letting the whole world know that you are in bad now.
Okay, let's look at 2 billion liters of PMS in stock. NNPC.
2 liters of
2 billion liters of petrol. We have it in stock. NNPC
in stock. NNPC always give us the language after the deed has been done. After the demonic atmosphere has been apprehended. I've been killing Nigeria many days ago, almost a week or plus. See what is happening? See now, fuel is nowhere to be found. Transportation is zero. You go to work, we are coming back. You pay millions and say you trek. And now you are not telling us 2 billion. Where is the 2 billion? All is fake, all is fraud, all is fraudulent statements.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at Aisha Buhari.
Aisha Buhari, see, let me tell you one thing. When the time came for the downfall of a man, he now do the things that is not supposed to be done. That time has come to an end, and now is the end of the time. You are telling Nigeria you are the mother of the nation. No matter the situation, there is a one way or the other to alternative to make peace down. Now you now bring your language, your front page. You are the first lady of Nigeria. See what the whole world is now talking about. You lock a kid in another home inside jail because of your doing right from the time. You have been hiding your lifestyle, telling Buhari that Nigeria is hungry, Nigeria is this. What are you doing now? Are you doing more than that or you are reducing that? You are duplicating multiplication of the demonic things that you and your husband have been giving to you and I. See what everybody is begging now. And you fail the test and you fail forevermore.
Okay, thank you very much, Oluwa.
You are welcome.
Wow. Yes, let's get our viewers on the yes and respond to what we are discussing. God bless you, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, I can see Mr. Sunday. Yes, let's get you contribute to the program.
Hi there. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. What I want to say this morning, my brother, what the life is now. I just want to my greeting to everyone in Philip TV. One love to everybody. I love you all. And happy that one day very soon we'll meet and very, very soon. What I want to say is about Aisha Buhari. This is the same woman that me and you, Nigeria, where I pity for that woman before. But now look at her, because the same person that they threw away from Aso Rock, not to occupy her position as a first lady. She lived in Dubai for how many years? She's not ashamed. But now she come back. If somebody, me that is fat before, look, if you look at me now, Aisha Buhari is now fatter than me, and she's, when somebody talk, you don't want somebody to ask what make you to get fat when you are in the higher position. Okay, what are you, if she be in the shoe of Patient Jonathan, that even a little boy from North will call her Jonathan, Dan Kwaya, Dandy's Ogoro woman, Ogoro wife, husband. My brother, by this time, Nigeria for don't catch fire. But look at her now. Aisha Buhari, that she don't mind you to sleep in Aso Rock, she sleep in Dubai. She from Dubai come to do campaign and go back. But she have right to arrest the citizen of this country and torture her, torture the young man in Aso Rock. The same person that they almost kill in Aso Rock that we in Nigeria cry for. That's why they had to send her. That's why she had to run away. But now she have the morale and the power to come and fight the citizen. That is, I always say that nothing good comes from the north. Because the northern people, they only have a mentality that they don't think back, they don't think upward, they only think backward. That is what Aisha Buhari is displaying to you, dictatorship, like her husband, because the husband also, he just, I always say something, you people should just wait and watch the remaining month that remain, the man to get out of office. Now you see what will happen in this country. Even yourself, you Christian, you pray to leave this country because I see beast in the face of those people. That's why they keep on fighting former regime. They keep on fighting the last government after 8 years of their ruling in this country. That's why nothing good is coming out of them. Yes, Buhari said we should go and ask our governor for the money they collect to develop the local government. Him as the president, why would he not sign a bill that every money that is coming to state that belong to local government, let that money go direct to the local government account? But no, he will not sign it. He just there talking, and himself is still benefiting some percentage from some of those state governors. Do you know that some of those state governors are still giving him money? You understand? I said it before. We have not entered poverty. We will soon enter poverty if we follow the train of APC people. It's this same train that we are going that they are still confusing. That is why one man will come and stand that if you mention another person's name, say he rotate him. But him, he want other people to mention his name. That now we know that yes, this man that is coming that they call P2B is higher than all of them, because if P2B is not higher than them, he will not be saying that. He will not be saying that if you mention P2B name, the name he used to get in Nigeria. Because of how he gets himself feed with the money of Lagos State, that he don't know how the Lagos was formed. Because people don't know how Lagos was formed. He's just there because 19something, when they want to arrest him for democracy, and that is the one, he says the people that fight for democracy for Nigeria, where did he run to? He ran away from Nigeria. But he come out, after he come out, they put him, Atiku and other people, just had to put him as a Lagos State governor. Now he's feeling that he's the owner of Lagos State. He's feeling that now he's the god of Lagos.
One more person.
Nigeria.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. God bless you. Mr. Sunday. God bless you. God bless you. What do we have online? Mr. Odeze Chima. Good morning, Mr. Odeze Chima.
Yeah, good morning,
Yeah,
Mr.
I can
Christian.
see Odeze Chima. You have the floor. You can contribute to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian, and good morning to our esteemed viewers out there. Let me go straight to the point. I want to contribute based on the actions of the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, on the 4 students. Well, this is to show you that we are not in democracy. In a democracy setup, there are laws and order, and nobody is above the law. The difference between the governance in Europe and the governance in Africa is this. The citizens, they are the employers. Why? The politicians, those that are in office, they are the servants of the citizens, and they abide under the tenets of the citizens. They respect the citizens. I'm a foreigner in this land, but a single petition that I write here might remove the president of this country from office. They respect law and order. So what we are practicing in Nigeria is not democracy. It's autocracy. That's one apart. Then, he who goes to equity must go with clean hands. Just as the Nantes, we are clamoring to go on the nationwide protest. I'm using this opportunity to tell any Christian or any Southern student from Lagos to from west to the east, to the south side, anybody that joined this protest is a stupid human being. That person, it will not be well with him. Let that boy stay there and suffer. At least he has gotten some bread How I wish they damage one of his eyes, or they give him brain damage, so that they will set his brain inside that jail. This is the same idiot that was tweeting against Deborah Samuel. The same idiot that was writing rubbish against Deborah Samuel.
Let's take it easy.
Yes, I will take it easy, Mr. Christian. But he who goes to take with him must go with the clean hand. As Deborah Samuel died, and he was rejoicing.
Thank you.
He wasn't perturbed. Then,
Okay. Yeah, with that, we have come to the end of the program this morning. We don't have more time. We have spent more than our time limit. We are supposed to spend 1 hour 30 minutes, but we have over 1 hour 45 minutes. Sorry. We're very sorry. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chigozie, for support. Mr. Udeze, thank you very much. God bless you. Till tomorrow, God bless you. I'm Christian Chico. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.